October the 4th, 2023. So this is your acupuncture session for introduction. The instruction is simply to do nothing, okay? So what doing nothing? So this is a new experience because doing nothing also means that you get nothing wrong. You cannot do nothing wrong. Basically, you're not doing anything. So how can you get anything wrong? So there's nothing to do. So what does that mean? That means that you do not have to, let's say, do anything to your body. If your body wants to move a little bit to be more comfortable, you can see your body just want to move. You might even notice your body moving, like your heart beating, for example. You might notice your body feeling, for example. So let's say you feel your chair or you feel the temperature in this room. So that's the body is doing its bodying thing. The body is noticing things. So if you notice that, you're not doing it. It's your body doing the bodying, I like to call it. So that is okay, right? So you're not getting it wrong. And what else you might notice is that your breath will breathe. Once again, you're not responsible for that. Your breath will do its own breathing. There's nothing for you to do. Now, you may have been accustomed to certain practices where you feel like you need to breathe in a certain way. You're being told that in order to feel relaxed, if you're sitting doing nothing, you should breathe in the one nostril, out the other nostril, or in the nostril and out the mouth. In this case, for the time being, for the next 35 to 45 minutes, do not practice that. Just allow your body to do its own breathing. So let the body, let the breath breathe. And then finally, doing nothing does not mean that your brain will stop. You can see this is true or not based on your own experience. Your brain will continue to produce thoughts. So even though you intend to do nothing, it's not like you can shut this thing off. You can't shut the brain off, no more than you can shut your body off or your breath off. You can hold your breath for a little bit, but sooner or later your body will take over, right? You can't hold it forever. In the same way, you can try to maybe distract yourself by doing something, by braining something specific so that your brain seems like it's stopping, but it's not stopping. You're just doing something different. So you just let your brain. You'll see that the brain is very much like the heartbeat, and it's like your breath. It doesn't stop. Just observe this. Once again, you're not doing anything wrong if your brain is braining. So when your body bodies, you will produce different things, like your kidney producing urine, your liver, you produce bile, your pancreas produce insulin. When your skin skins, it might produce sweat. It might produce sensations. You see, you will notice sensation. So when you notice sensation in your skin, you just noticing your body bodying. When you feel your chest going up and down, you just noticing your breath breathe. And when you notice thoughts, that's just your brain braining. So just observe this. You're not getting it wrong just because your brain. So what also I would say is that do not meditate, because sometimes you go straight into the meditation mode, whatever that means to you. You don't need to do it. And if you do it, just notice that's just the brain braining again. Okay, it's just the way the brain has been conditioned through your training. Okay, you're not responsible for that, but also know that you don't have to do that. And do not pray, right? Once again, if that's your condition to do so, or some sort of a mantra or chanting, you don't do any of those stuff. Just realize all of that is just a conditioned braining. And you're not doing it wrong just because you notice it. And finally, do not try to quieten your mind. If your brain happened today just wants to brain a lot, which means you produce thoughts, you don't need to stop it. Just watch what happens. Just simply observe. It's very much like you are watching the clouds. You're just enjoying the clouds or enjoy the leaves. You go for a drive. You really have no idea how the leaves are going to look like exactly. When you show up, it's what you're going to see, what you're going to see. In the same way, that's what you do here. You just observe those things. And then just one last thing, don't believe what I have to say. Here is totally to do with your own experience. What you notice is what your truth is. So just be open. Just believe in that. There's a possibility that whatever you notice is exactly what you need to see. In the same way, like your kidney will kidney in a certain way, just exactly how you need it. Your body will breathe in a certain way to meet your oxygen demand at every single moment. In the same way, your brain will produce whatever it needs to do in exactly how you're supposed to be. So just notice it just how it is. And then you don't need to remember any of the experience because there's no test afterwards. You get it perfect, and whatever you remember is fine. You don't remember, it's okay. So there's no obligation to remember anything in particular. So we're going to start the session now. So we'll be back.